I'm Re-Up Alex.
It's BMO.
This is the Re-Up Podcast.
Do you grow into empathy, nature versus nurture, on empathy itself? I think you are born a sociopath. I think as an infant, you don't give a fuck, which is why you don't give a fuck as an infant. But then you learn how to be tolerable and to tolerate other people. If you reject that toleration, then it continues your path of sociopathy. But at the same time, I'm not a doctor.
True.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's do I think it's a natural occurrence? Are people naturally empathetic? No, because it varies.
Yeah, you'd have to learn about like society and what's around you. But I think what that question stems from is I think that there is an ongoing lack of care for other people as time goes on, you know? I don't know if it's people caring about themselves more so or survival, but I just feel like year after year after year, day after day, I'm shocked with a lot of people's like answers and not putting themselves in other people's shoes to come to conclusions. And I'm just like, damn, like sometimes I feel like I'm even the only one around even my circle just like trying, to at least understand others before, in different cases. It seems to be a little widespread though, not just my circle, but that's really why I bring that question up.
Well, let me ask you a counter question. So then if you're noticing that the norm is trending towards what you're describing as less empathetic, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
Yeah. Why are you still holding on to this empathetic feeling? Isn't that of the past? I'm just using your example, not to say that I agree, but if society is progressing towards more empathy, which I imagine in your conversation, I think empathy. Less empathy. I think you're saying also people are less courteous. So like if that's the case, and if that's true, why do you still hold on to an old thought?
I think it's because it's what I feel is like nice or right or doing the right thing. And I used to do a lot of the wrong things. So every time I can be empathetic, I'm like, okay, I'm doing the exact opposite of what I could be doing, which would be negative, trying to be positive. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's, there's a lot of different things that led to that,
But also if, I don't know, maybe younger, if in the same conversation, in the same breath that we're saying that you aren't born empathetic, that you got to learn it, it also means that younger people are assholes.
That's what I didn't want to divulge to, but it does seem like at least there's maybe a little less of a lack of
Do you
respect.
appreciate your parents more now or when you were younger?
Now. Yeah, definitely.
Why? Because younger people are assholes.
Well, it's just like once you got to do the adult thing, you're like, damn, this shit's hard.
Exactly.
Like,
you become more empathetic because you have a better understanding of what's going on. But you didn't answer my question though. You did answer my question, but what if you're wrong now? I've been noticing. My mother asked me. She said, "Do you feel young when I turn 35?" And I said emphatically, no. I don't feel old, but I'm definitely not young.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting to the point of not young where I'm not understanding or I'm not in the same wave as the things that are trending now. Great example is the Haktua girl, actually. That's a great example because it came up on my timeline. I giggled. I moved the fuck on.
Yeah.
Weeks and weeks later, this girl is a national phenomenon.
Still there.
Yeah.
You know, the funniest thing about that is everyone's late as hell on that video because, I don't even send you memes to the extent of how I send other, I conversate in memes. I should start a meme page, but that would be too much work, honestly. But I love memes. I found that whole video, months ago.
Yeah.
I already knew about that, and then somehow it resurfaced, and then the right person thought it was funny.
She became an American hero.
They called her the modern day the Gen Z Dolly Parton.
Yeah, exactly.
On on Rolling Stone.
Yeah, they did.
That's crazy.
It's not that crazy.
She should drop a country album.
She will. But this is why I'm saying it's not that crazy. It's because there are legions of people who are already in tune with this thought that we didn't even we both saw it and both of us was like, oh, this is nothing. Whatever. Nothing. But according to legions of people, now she's an American folk hero.
It's ridiculous.
This is how I know I'm not young, because young folks are talking about this. Yeah. I just know, I'm just aware of it. So I bring that same thought to your thought of courtesy. Are you sure you're not just old?
Are you sure you're not just old? Yeah.
Are you sure that you're not just old? That even not old in the thought that young people are assholes. That's one part, but
I'm turning 30 and I do not consider myself old. I also don't consider 35 old. Just saying.
It's not. I'm not saying it's old. My grandfather, who turned 92,
I think I have
that nigga old.
Yeah, I hope I can be 92.
That nigga old. Joe Biden, that nigga old.
That nigga old.
That nigga old.
You might get in the SIR E.U.
Even Donald, that nigga old.
Donald.
Because Joe fucked up in the fucking debate, people didn't really look at Donald. Donald looked terrible too. He looked old. I was like, damn, you look old.
I think the only thing that really scared me recently, because I ignore a lot of that Joe Biden shit, was the Putin thing that he did. Did you see that video?
Yeah, he called Zaslav Putin. It's whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy. Your elections are coming up, bro. Don't say that.
Like I said, that nigga old.
No, when I saw that, I was like, this has to be a set. This has to be deep faked.
Nope. Nope.
I mean, because if I was Donald Trump and I had all that money and I can hire somebody to affect this person, that's the kind of stuff I would be doing. And I know he's doing it. One small example, I'll cut this out right after. I'm not going to talk about this shit anymore. So I noticed I've been getting Donald Trump text messages for years, bro. And I've just been ignoring them. And then one day I looked at it, I'm like, wow, I should press stop, because subconsciously this person is stuck in my head, even though I'm ignoring this. And that's why he randomly signed up Democrats to his mailing, his text list. Crazy, bro. That takes money. And he has it. So why wouldn't he do that shit? Yeah. Crazy, bro. What's good, brother? What's good? No.
You supposed to. We waiting on you.
So I didn't expect you to be here for Joe Pesci. And then that one movie.
What one?
My man thought he about to be mad.
Yeah, what's the big idea?
Oh, damn. Goodfellas. Yeah, man, I'm here, baby. Come on in.
Nostalgia Ultra joint.
Where?
Yeah, the Nostalgia Ultra. Yeah, that's a great album by Frank Ocean.
It is.
Yeah.
The album. Some would argue.
SIR E.U.
You just made me nostalgic, actually.
Right?
Why did that catch your eye just now, SIR E.U?
I've looked at that before.
Orange ass car. It took me to a time.
Talk to me. Talk to me about the time.
I just remember it came out. Remember that whole wave of internet being supreme to radio real quick. For a moment in time, the internet was more important. That Our Future phase, the Frank Ocean came out. Then is Frank Ocean in Our Future? People had lore back then,
Yeah.
Ooh,
we were actually talking about that on episode 8 with Young Chris.
Lore.
Odd Future.
Young Chris of Young Guns?
No, Young Chris, 19-year-old rapper.
A younger Chris.
Yeah, even younger.
He didn't say his name to Younger Chris.
Yeah, it's got a V in it. You know how the young folks do. They don't like vowels.
Upside down.
They don't even know they have the secret to copyright. Non-infringement.
I never even thought
they don't infringe shit.
V's, baby.
Yeah.
I could be Jay-Z.
Yeah, I could be. That's
with a
right.
V.
Yeah.
Jiv Z.
Speaking of that, do you get upset when people don't capitalize your entire name on flyers or anything? Because there's a lot of capitalization when it comes to
in a very quiet room. Yeah, but no, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I do. When people don't capitalize that M and B mo, I do be like, "Come on, man. What is this? What is Bamo?
Yeah.
What is this, man?"
I feel like most of me is like just grateful to be mentioned.
No, definitely.
When it's the same thing, yeah, I'll get like I'll say something about it. When like, because my Instagram setup, got a lot of people calling me SIR, which is like
SIR.
I love it as a social tool to like discern who gives a fuck or not.
Yeah.
Oh, SIR E.U. Because like, you know, that's like, okay, I'm just being perceived continuously, but not consumed per se, you know?
Is there like a negative background of the sire, like the word sire,
it's just
or is
not,
it just not?
It's just not my name.
No, because like it's very. I hear what you're saying. It's very easy to know that your name is SIR E.U.
It's very easy to know.
It's very easy. But if I had to listen to you, I have to have engaged in you for real and not just watch you.
Yeah. And I could tell exactly, like even when you search my music, like, you see the space.
Right. You couldn't find SIR E.U.
Yeah. You can tell who's just an Instagram perceiver.
Okay, so like I'll kind of take a couple steps back. You said there was a time when the internet was beating the radio. You think that time is over?
Yeah.
You think it's the actual radio too?
I think there's seasons.
Okay.
There's seasons because there's a time when like image was God, it seems, you know, like, but that's also hand in hand with like airwaves, you know, it's like online versus airwaves, but not so much interchangeably, not so much like intermittently.
Yeah.
Because it used to just be like impact. Impact by way of like what you make. We've begun.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You've begun since you came in.
So I think it started like just sheer impact, swag, power, influence. You know what I'm saying? But that came first, and then the fame and fortune and marketing would come. You know, because like Grandmaster Flash and they dressing differently than everybody else. You know, they're particularly polarizing.
Yeah.
They're prolific and shit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the raps that they were saying outside, you go record them. You know, then after that, it's like, yeah, I might not say this outside first. I might make this, then go outside and say it.
That's
you know,
right.
That's like the tribe. The cypher era leads to the new school, I imagine. You know, you're preparing stuff. You're not, you know, all of this is like a departure from making it up on the spot, it seems. You know, or being able to.
Yeah.
Being able to. Or rehearsed stuff. It went from rehearsed to memorized. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does.
You know?
It does. It's a improvement of skill.
Yes.
There's a skill between that gap.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as we progress towards recitation, then you get to like closer to the shiny suit era, where now it's like you can make somebody and then they inherit the influence kind of, you know. Like, so more of the come up is projection and placement.
Yeah.
As opposed to like respect and crowd sourced
I hear what you're
reverence,
saying.
you know? Because like there was hella like the DOC is like he's not like a super pushed person.
Right.
But very respected, you know? Or like a lot of these acts from back in the day, from my vantage point, don't seem to be super like plastered everywhere. It's just like, oh, yo, man, you heard, there's cats from out Hollis, they wear Adidas, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, everybody's wearing Adidas now. Mm-hmm. But now it's like the more choices you have with identity, they come from like the natural segregation that occurs when you push a certain type of thing in mass. Then it becomes like less. You can make something, you know,
right?
Like you could find somebody and make them a star, as opposed to you having to be a goddamn star to even get discovered.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You could create like industry plants.
Yeah,
became a thing. Because at first it was just be like, yeah, you got to cook everybody else on this bill to get chose by this agent.
That's right.
You know, so he don't make a fool of himself with the label funding that he gets and stuff. Mm-hmm. And for a moment in time, progressing up till fucking Nostalgia Ultra era, it was like level playing field. You know,
I hear what you're saying.
airwaves and internet had equal time.
Yeah.
For our consumption rates, you know,
Yeah.
like I would be on the radio, be like, oh, I'm tired of hearing like a red nose, and then go listen to like fucking Flatbush Zombies or some shit instead, you know. But now it's just like it's back to airwaves. I think.
Okay.
It's back to like we put this out. It's everywhere. You can't escape it.
Yeah.
You know, it's back to like.
Ooh, and you know what's nefarious, EU? The fucked up thing is, I asked you if you thought it was like literal airwaves, like the actual radio.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've used our tool against us.
Yes.
They've used those same internet airwaves to do the mass consumption thing.
We're 100%. Because now it's like on multiple levels, because like the actual content being made, like you saw Katy Perry new album cover.
No.
So she's doing this like metallic Y2K adjacent
Really?
thing, which is very much, in my opinion, akin to the Sophies and the Arcas, the like. And there's a conversation to be had about their relationship with black music, you know, but like,
Of course.
I'm just saying now people are like directly using what's on the internet. You don't have to like find a hit maker no more.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like it used to be groups called hit makers and shit.
Yeah.
It used to be like Cool and Dre, Neptunes. It used to be powerhouses, but now it's like no. It's like everybody has access to software now. Everybody has access to hardware now. Everybody has access to a fucking YouTube tutorial now.
They sure do.
You know, like and that minus reverence, because reverence is like what gets somebody to be an authority.
Yeah.
Reverence is what gets somebody to be like fucking the source.
Right,
you
exactly.
know? But now the source is like totally open.
Yeah.
It's open source media.
What do you think? It's good that things are open source? Like,
Not for niggas, no. Not for black people. Not for the purveyors and pioneers. Not for like
Creators.
not for actual creators, no.
No.
Because now, like, you can have hella fucking gripes, bro, about a lot of things as an original person. Like, anybody who's like original at anything with any amount of ego, which you might have to even take the leap, the step to make something.
The confidence.
You're gonna
Yeah,
come across somebody near or far, but within range, somebody in range is going to take heed, follow suit, be motivated, be inspired, be influenced.
Maybe duplicate.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like the more open source things are, the more duplicatable things are. But the only difference between it is like, is this you expressing yourself or you imitating something you've seen? And one could argue that both are expression, but that's where morality comes in. That's where
I guess one could.
spirituality comes in.
Yeah.
You know, like what's your stance on spirit? Do you think somebody should be making stuff because there's something in there they're trying to express, or are you like pretty indifferent to whether or not somebody is filling themselves with something?
Just trying to create product for the sake of product. Me and Alex, for the last 2 seasons now, we've been having this conversation about, are we, because of this access, are we in an artistic renaissance or in an artistic depression?
Yeah.
I have said we are in a depression because it leads to this open source, leads to all this access, leads to replication of actual originality. And so you get suppressed originators and then you get boosted innovators and duplicators. And that just leads to, I'm not creating shit no more. I'm at the factory now, baby.
I've been saying that we're in our artistic renaissance. I think that people are creating more than ever. I agree with BMO on the substance side of it, though. But I feel like there's
A little flat.
Yeah.
A little flat.
But you know, I feel like the substance constitutes the renaissance of it, though. You know, like look at the etymology of the word renaissance. It's like you're re-invoking essence. You know, and what's substance without essence? You know, it's like it's substanceless if there's no essence. I feel like because it's just like a carbon copy. It's just like
abundant. It's just abundance for abundance sake.
yeah. But I also feel like they say we entered the age of Aquarius, right? Which is like peak innovation. And due to that, I think both of y'all are right as far as like, or per that theory also, like it's the best of times and the worst of times. I think
This is true. We're in the same point at the
you know,
circle. I think we're just looking at two different sides, which way to go.
some of the most military relevant innovations came during wartime.
Yeah.
like depression,
Yeah.
You know, so.
How are you operating in this post, or how would you describe it? The post-internet defeat, this post-democratization of content. I just saw you put out the new album with the painted portrait. I saw that. I appreciate that. You know, I love me some art. You know, I love me some portraits, man. How are you dealing with this new identity focused future of content making?
Yeah, as best as I can. I feel like I battle a lot with security.
Really?
And not like knowing I'm good, not like doubting my ability. It's like literally security because I have such a urgency. I've been like thinking of so much about this urgency I have because you put in a lot of work to be something, to be able to be dynamic, to be able to have refined skills and shit. But with that, it's like I don't got nothing else but that. You know, I don't have a machine behind me. I am my resource, and I'm finite. You know, I'm immortal. I am simply immortal.
Yeah.
So it's inextinguishable, but it needs to be replenished, right? So I have to be very methodical and extremely calculated in where and how I put myself out there because the democratization, the de-democratization.
Depending on where you are.
Yeah.
You want it to be democratized, but often it feels like that's being stripped away from us. Our agency is being stripped away from us in a sense.
But yeah, so in that regard, like, I feel like I spend as much time, unfortunately, navigating as I do creating. You know, like, I'm like, how am I going to put this out?
I resonate with that.
How am I going to?
That's what we're talking about, Alex. I knew it was going to come up, man. My man, I'm just going to put his business out there. My man, Alex, in my opinion, is too dependent upon social media numbers as a marker of success. Can you help him with that addiction? Can you help him sober up?
I feel like if it's like what are you chasing though? You know, it's like we are in a line of work in which our success in many realms is determined by how motherfucking much engagement you get.
Yeah.
It's not like we're like welders or or making glass, you know, we're like, you know, it's not like we're making tangible things, you know. It's not like we're plumbers and shit. It's like literally our goal is outreach. However, like, of course there's an irony and undermining like facet of it in which you lose this, I don't know, like when you focus on getting out there, you fuck around and pay less attention to what you're doing. You know, it's like you see it with big name teams a lot. Like we want jersey sold, we want the crowd filled up.
We want LeBron and his son on the
you know, and I'm like,
now the team gonna suck.
I'm a huge underdog lover, right? So
as am I.
Let me preface this with like, yeah, LeBron and Bronny are gonna win 7 championships. However, like first instinct, first programming, first pessimistic programming, because God forbid I be anti-black and being like, should you have drafted your son out of all people in the world? Like,
Yes.
You know, like I'm like I imagine they're better players than Bronny.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Potentially there are players better than Bronny. But like, is it iconic? Yes. For LeBron. But is it the best for the Lakers?
Sounds stressful for Bronny, to be honest.
It sounds damning.
I try to fuck up around my dad. Like,
I feel like Bron got more push than Jordan.
Yeah, he did.
Because Marcus Jordan went to USF and got more burn than he. Okay.
I hadn't even thought about that.
He got more burn,
and he didn't make it to the league.
Yeah, that's wild, actually.
I watched this nigga Bronny play. I watched the game and I'm like, where the fuck he at? I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, I'm like, damn, what was the PPG? Like 5? 4. Crazy. Crazy. I know it's over. Like, come on, bro. Like, where was Steph Curry drafted? Koolkluxklan at Davidson. Corking juice.
Damn near drafted Steph in the 6th round.
Nigga. I'm like, Davidson. Okay, I'm like, Jimmer Fredette cooked more in college, so maybe Bronny maybe they know, you know, but Jimmer Fredette, like, he contributed.
I feel you.
He was on the Kings.
Yeah. But when you focused on the iconography, you're saying that you lose sight of the goal.
So, like, you know, you remember Bob Sura, bro? You a basketball fan, bro?
Do I remember Bob Sura? I don't remember Bob Sura. I don't think so.
Okay, do you remember, like,
remember
fucking Turgaloo or something? Like, there's other niggas out there. There's, like, hella ball players. I'm just...
No, it's true.
I can name any niggas with the Kings. Okay, it's like anybody, bro. Like
Wally Zerbiak. That's my favorite random player, bro.
I was like, what's the most syllabic name? Because I damn sure was about to say Roshan Nasterovich. Like, it's hella. I know somebody out there punching the fucking air like Cuba Gooding Jr., bro.
Yeah.
When Bronny get drafted, like, nigga, I worked my ass off.
Oh,
like,
yeah, 100%.
I played this game after my motherfucking dad died or something. Niggas really going through stuff. Like,
I feel the same way about Jake Paul and how he's boxing everything. It's like there's motherfuckers who
and
have
Logan
been,
Paul,
working their ass off to become great boxers and probably could kick his ass, but you know,
at the same time, Jake Paul can box.
He can box,
and it would be remiss. I am remiss in pointing out that Jake Paul is probably a better boxer than Bronny is a basketball player. You know, like
I think I would probably agree with that. I mean,
you know, like,
but it's like, what is like? I feel like becoming a great boxer would be
actually boxing
probably easier than becoming a great basketball player because it's one-on-one. It's one-on-one. Like,
that
there's
makes
so
it
many
but like, nigga,
but you could literally sit.
smacked.
If you had the money, you could sit there and get ripped. You could have a great trainer one-on-one.
Because nobody ripped ever got CTE.
Yeah.
Are you smacked?
No. But
Bro,
on top of that, to become a great
boxing is
basketball,
harder.
there's so many other people on
Let me
the
ask you a
court.
question,
There's
Alex.
So, you know
Just
what I mean?
real quick. When's the last time you got punched in the face?
We already talked about this on. I can't remember what episode.
But we talk about this?
We already talked about
Do you
it.
remember the feeling?
Shit. They punched his ass.
Yeah.
I remember this.
No, we already talked about this.
Bro, okay. I bet you made more basketball shots than you've been punched in your life, bro.
Facts, though.
My sister has made more basketball shots than she's been punched in her life.
Facts, though.
I'm just saying, like, boxing is tough. Basketball is very tough.
Difficult.
It's difficult, but, like, I don't know. Like, you got a dog in the fight with basketball.
Yeah. I mean, I still don't get how Steph Curry does it. He just makes like every fucking shot.
Steph Curry is like, you have to understand,
it's like
because
it doesn't
aside
make
from
any fucking
the strength,
sense.
aside from the strength to put that, like, raw, it's crazy. Like a full court shot, half court shot, 3-point shot, like, it's strength. Then think about how many attempts per game. Like your arms, like boxing, like for like, say you spar at the end of like a practice, right? Your arms are tired. It's hard to keep your shit up, bruh. Like, but basketball is like the same thing. Like, you playing 48 minutes, dropping 48, NBA league level. there's other people who are doing that too. Who like there's somebody Bronny age watching him do that and like it's like on some Steph Curry shit.
Yeah.
That didn't get drafted.
Well, I got a question for you. Who's your Bronny?
Who's my Bronny?
Yeah, who's the nigga that got drafted into the industry, or who has the support that you be like, this nigga, I should have been drafted the second round.
Man.
Do you have a Bronny?
Who's Bronny to me?
Yeah.
And I'm the young baller.
And you're the young baller at home. You're Wally Zerbiak at home, not getting drafted. Who's your Bronny?
I mean, I feel like I have good media training. But I don't know, like who's the safest yet most controversial answer I could give?
Like, you know what would be here's a better question I thought about it on the train. Who would you consider your peers?
Same people.
Okay, good. Good. I was hoping you
the
say
same
that.
people because I still feel like it's not as finite for me. It's not as like, oh, I didn't get drafted. Now let me go to JUCO. Oh, let me hope I get in the G League. Let me, because their bodies run out of time. I'm fucking 31. There's some young fuck out here doing hyperpop that I'm like, it should have been me. But like this is countless, bro. Like how many mics were sold at Best Buy yesterday? Yesterday times 365.
That goddamn
True.
Bobby, whatever. That's
True.
on the podcast.
Yes, bro.
God damn it.
Oh yeah,
bro. Like
Hyperpop.
oh my god. But yeah, it's hella. It's too many to name. I feel like a better answer, like if I may point the gun back at you, is who would you say you would imagine? Like who comes to mind if you were to take a shot in the dark?
Damo
who? No, for me.
Oh shit! I think about that all the time. I think about that all the time.
Shot two birds with one stone.
Shit, fuck it, whatever. Fuck it, man. I don't care. She don't know me. Who for you? Oh man, you put me on the spot, bro.
Right.
Damn. Man, why you do that to me, man? You know I'm not prepared to answer my own questions.
Because I want to know, who do you think that is out there just on the Lakers where I probably would like to play for the Lakers?
I can answer this question.
For me?
Go ahead.
For you?
Yeah. Alex, we talked about
JPEG
earlier.
Mafia.
Okay, for sure. He just worked with a good friend of ours mutually who produced that album.
Yeah.
His
I Must
latest
Devour.
album.
Yeah, my latest.
Oh,
track.
you're late. Yeah.
I Must Devour. He's collaborating with JPEG.
Oh, the EE.
Yeah, the Join the Death song.
Bro. So I've been listening to you for a while. The last 3 songs on the most Reject project is the most like traditional hip hop I've heard you on. And I was like, God damn.
Okay, nice.
Sometimes
Ghost
you gotta
of
be
Velvet,
reminded. What'd you say?
Ghost of Velvet, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be reminded that your favorite artist can draw a smiley face beautiful to recognize that when they do their own medium, it's just as beautiful.
Thank you.
That was beautiful, man.
Thank you, brother.
Like I was like, oh, this nigga, oh, it's intentional. Specifically the cha-cha, ha ha ha. Especially that one's like, oh, this nigga is trying to remind me that he can rap. Like everybody remember, like I'm doing other experimental things. I have other sounds. You might get a little samba, might get a little electronic, might get a little house. But when it come down to it, look, I still got it. I can do that.
Thank you. Yeah, man. I'm trying to liken that to basketball. Like, what is this? Like when Curry imagine he just took it to the cup every time.
Every time. Like, oh, well, he do like every All-Star game, he'll do like a dunk. Like he'll do like a little self alley-oop dunk. It's like, I guess you could do that if you wanted to. You could do that if you, but instead, nah.
You want that 3 instead of that 2
from over here.
Talking about music, the song literally off of Speeding Bullet to Heaven. I noticed that it samples some go-go, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I mean, selfishly, obviously, like Wale, did that, but I don't really hear many. I don't really hear many artists sampling go-go music to make a beat. And I always wonder,
That's a
as
good
someone who
point.
doesn't make beats, I'm like, why wouldn't you? This is good stuff here. You know what I'm saying?
There's like 3 parts that I could perceive to that. 1, I think it's a little hard. I think it's hard, kind of. 2, it's difficult because it's so hard to capture that essence with stock sounds, with downloaded sounds, bro.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It conflicts.
Yeah. And go-go's like super organicism, like, you know. But I think that's the first reason. 2, there's something to be said about, like, bruh, PG can't even agree with PG on what's PG right now.
Yo, that's such a funny conversation.
So, like,
That's true.
it's barely
That's
valid. It's barely valid.
It's just hilarious.
It's
though.
valid. It's valid, y'all. It's valid. Like, it's like so. Like, nigga, with the blood of our brothers still wet on these streets, bruh. Like, oh my
It's
god,
so funny. It's so funny. It's so many
Bruh,
levels.
like there's so many more. Like, what about the red balloon epidemic?
We can't do it.
Fuck that shit, huh? Just fuck it. It'd be like gainfully employed motherfuckers like, nope, pop. like, nigga, what about our standards? Like, what about no? Okay. I'd rather interracial relationships be the topic of discussion. It's like, no,
Yo, you are
you
killing me
perping?
right
Are
now,
you perping or not? Like, please, bro, please still. Please. It's like perping like got like gamma rayed. Like, it's like the newest evolution of the perping conversation. Is we've threat level upgraded to territory. Like, it used to just be on a person to person basis. Like, you know, like now it's regional.
I want to recap. Alex asked the question of why you can't sample go-go. The second part of that question is PG niggas can't even know what to call themselves.
Bro, yes,
So how
bro,
the fuck would they sample their
but
electricity?
it's a certain like our area. Like, chief export is gatekeeping.
It
bro.
is?
And so everybody ain't really
I've
trying
said
to do
that before.
everything,
I
bro.
said that before.
Like, people don't even be they self, bro, because like,
Damn,
like people don't even dress how they
Damn.
want to dress, bro.
This
like,
might be the realest interview we've had.
That's what I'm saying. That's why that's so funny. The answer to why go-go isn't in music because niggas don't even know themselves.
Not even if I tell them to do
like,
it. They
bro,
don't
you know
even
how
fucking
many
do it, bro.
niggas love mall rock, bro? Like mall pop. Like, how many niggas
Love that
love
shit.
pop rock?
Yeah.
In the area, and how many niggas like be walking around looking like they about to kill you, listening to fucking Carly Rae Jepsen, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
right.
you know how many niggas walk around looking like Furiosa, nigga.
Right.
Like, but you're listening to like, I keep forgetting.
Man, you
Like, you
describing
listening
me.
to some smooth shit, and this is not to compartmentalize niggas at all, but niggas compartmentalize like a motherfucker. So I feel like it's not even like an encouraged thing to do anything other than what's in in large, bro. And that's the same way like niggas have probably loved dance music forever.
Yeah.
But until motherfucking Renaissance and whatever the fuck Sentence album, honestly, never mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
until them
Sentence.
2 joints made it okay to like, you know what? If I was a bad bitch, I want to fuck me too. Like, now you can do Jersey
Now
Club.
you
Like,
can.
you know, now you can do Baltimore Club. Now you
No,
can do
exactly.
all this shit. But it's like, we're a very validation based
Culture.
era.
Yeah.
I say era because like,
I agree.
you know, the best parts of culture probably are the ones that we finally to not be culture needed. Like, you know how important it is that he did the nigga on a West Coast ass beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a
Like, 'cause
very,
he could have did it on a Jersey Club beat and be like he could have just been with the times, but he's like, no, I'm gonna do what I do best. You know, that's why we love him. Like,
Yeah.
because he'll come out with a song like "I Love Myself" in a time of like whatever the fuck was going on right there. Like, you know, that's why we like a Thundercat. That's why we like a whoever, because
Right.
they're like unabashed. You know, and I feel like niggas is very bashful and therefore not going to even venture out to trying to
that's a point.
incorporate what they really love.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like motherfuckers with a higher go-go Rolodex information to me. It's somebody out there that love go-go more than me that also raps. But
Definitely.
they don't even, I feel like there's a wall, an invisible wall there. Ooh.
Yeah, not
A
to
lot
say
of the
that.
time,
Not
you
to say
know?
that the new school stuff isn't heavily rap influenced and incorporated.
Yes. And it's the same with lyricism too.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with lyricism. There's so many motherfuckers like that could rap their ass off. And that might be probably calling the kettle black, but we'll go like, I'm gonna go experimental. I'm gonna go super experimental, or I'm gonna go super gangsta, or shit like that. But you know, like just actually getting on the beat and rapping normally, like I feel like, nigga, I have qualms about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, well, what will the others think? You know, like I feel like
will people
in
think?
short, the answer to why people don't do it as much is because what will the others think? It's not like niggas don't like go-go.
What will the others think?
And that is probably like linked to the fake ceiling that go-go bands face, bruh. Like, people don't, like, we gatekeep.
Yeah.
Feels like that, bro. We gatekeep.
So with that said, like, we had somebody say that your music is underground in an earlier conversation on our season 1 finale.
said
And this was Marty Heem Sherry, the
Did
best
he say that in
rapper.
relation to his music? What did he describe his as?
He said that when he thinks of underground, SIR E.U and Koolkluxklan come to mind.
Okay.
So what do you think of?
How does it make you feel?
Yeah, like what do you think about that?
Underground is like a class. Because it ain't quite underground if it's selling the fuck out now, is it? You know,
not.
Tyler, the Creator, has made
been
the
my
same
question.
music. He just
Been our
stopped saying
question.
fag. You know, like he
Yeah.
just stopped saying colorist stuff. He just stopped saying,
Talk about the devil.
you know, he stopped gatekeeping his sexuality and saw greater success. He stopped transmuting it into hate for women and just was like, you know what?
True.
You know, like, damn, you got some visceral thought, like, oh, the black bitch is mad. Like,
Yeah.
okay, for sure.
And then he
he's-
went to like talking about taking girls on dates and shit and like nice vacations
And
and,
then, like, you take off the final Scooby Doo mask. It's like,
I like
oh,
niggas.
it's not bitches at all.
yeah, that,
Homosexuality was the villain the whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time. Who knew? Because I'm like, even on the record, speaking to Frank Ocean with She, I'm listening to She the other day, and I'm like, I used to like the song, but I used to always be like, because he got this one part where he's like, I'm going to shoot you if you don't like me. I'm like, oh, for sure. But like, damn, the animosity.
Why you so
But
tense?
you know, he stopped saying shit like that. Same beat texture, you know,
Yeah.
like Earthquake he's still doing the Pharrell chords. He's still like got the Neptune's influence. He still got the unique ass drum patterns, hard drums and shit. Same shit. It's just now he's successful. So now he's not underground. I feel like underground is at most inclusive as nonconformity, right? Like it's like you're not trying to make the mainstream thing.
Right.
yeah.
That's what underground is. But like actually it's just you're not famous.
It's a class.
I think it's simple. Like it's simply you're not famous. Cause like Miguel was underground.
So you wouldn't say
before.
like underground could also be like niche, like with the
It's
non-conformity?
consequently niche
Yeah.
because
You're not famous.
yeah, it's consequently niche. But I don't think it's, you know, niche is not something that's based on intention. It's based on rarity. You know, it's based on obscurity. So like underground, what was underground before? Hyper fucking pop. I'm
Yeah.
like, can you tell my beef with this, bro?
Please talk.
But,
Please
like-
talk about Hyperpop because we had a Hyperpop gentleman on here and I still don't get it.
Because to begin with, it's like,
No, it's Tenacious. That's who's on.
Tenacious.
Cool guy, really nice guy.
okay. But like I feel like hyperpop is like it's a retelling. It's a term used for amalgamous thing. It's like a very composited, very Frankenstein genre, you know? Which pop is to begin with.
Which a lot of genres.
And I feel like hyper is like a cop out because it's just like repackaged shit. You know, it's the same shit, just extra. Like it's hyper. Like denotatively, the word hyper is like super. You know,
sped up.
hella. You know, but like, yeah, it's the same shit. It's pop, which is black repurposed. So yeah, I feel like
It's hella black repurposed.
But and so it's like it's happening at a rate that we can't control. It's happening in ways we haven't heard before. So that's why we put the hyper. It's pop, which is black informed, but just times 2. You know, the speeds, the voice, the pitches, and shit like that. But yeah, I feel like there's probably a large concentration of people who are very influence driven, you know, as opposed to original. But no, time is like the judge. Time is like the boss. Time and money, which many people say are the same thing. But like, time defines genre. Time is the difference between a song being called soul and R&B song. Time is the difference between what, bro? They used to, if you was black and singing or something, they used to just be a rap song.
Or
you know
race music back in the day.
Yeah, or like time is the difference between, I don't know, bro. Like shit used to not be
Rap and country
separated, you know? Like Lil Nas X or Shabuzi would have been in that rap category.
He would have been.
Like,
he would have been. I told the lady at the house, Nelly also my favorite country music star.
we don't got none of this shit without Nelly, nigga. Stop fucking playing. And it's like, niggas, because it's all about what you respect, bro. Like, I respect all the genres, right? And therefore, I respect Nelly.
Yes.
Like, because you got the country shit, you got the rap, R&B shit. Nigga integrated the shit, nigga. Nelly is my fucking...
Okay, yeah.
Like,
but I got a question
Don't
about
get me
country.
started.
So do you think that a country accent makes country... Like, can you make country music without a country accent?
Don't answer yet. Don't
Can
answer
you
yet.
make...
Don't answer yet. Don't answer yet. Because you asked me this question and I actually
Bro,
immediately
because
thought of
singers be rapping like shit, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just like, do you have an urban edge about you? That's the only thing, like...
You have a different you have a performance voice.
Do I?
Yeah. When I was listening to the album, it might be the mixing, it might be the mastering, it might be the processing of your vocals. But like that don't sound like you. It sound like you because it sound like you. Because like that's the SIR E.U I know, but when I'm listening to you talk, especially when we were at the birthday party, I'm like, man, this sounds like Sasha Fierce is actually the first person that came to mind. Like this is your alternative. Like this is your performance.
It is two niggas.
So like, do you think in that same? Do you think like, do you got to put on a country accent to perform country? Do you got to put on the SIR E.U accent to perform SIR E.U?
I feel like this life is a performance, and this is how I'm rapping on this beat. I feel like I got songs where I sound like this. You know what I'm saying? But in that regard, what it's received as is up to vantage point.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Academy is informed by pop culture, by the people. So back then, all you had to do was be close to, just be black and you're in the rap category.
That's right.
You know, but now it's like,
That's right.
You know, you go through enough, you go through Nelly, and now you like, okay, over and over again, would have been just a rap song. You know what I'm saying? But then you get some controversy with that, and now Lil Nas X can chart on country shit.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I feel like Young Thug is make country ass music, boy. Like he made country. Have you heard some of that shit?
Yeah.
Nigga, horses don't stop, they keep going.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
like
yeah,
that shit country is Cause like, look at Young Thug, bro. I cannot stress it. Have you heard Rich Homie Quan before, bro? Like,
Yeah, of course.
Niggas is country as hell.
This is true.
Like,
This is true. That's what, so the reason why I asked you the question.
and they be singing.
The reason why I asked you the question back is because like the genre of country is hip hop.
Bro, I did an Elvis impression on one of my songs.
I just don't know enough about the cadence and the structure of a country music song.
Listen to a modern country song.
Yeah.
They're rapping.
Oh yeah, I know. I have
Yes.
seen some of that shit before. And that's
Hold
even
on,
crazier.
listen to an old country song. They rapping.
They're
Okay,
rapping.
that
They're
just
rapping.
flipped the whole script. So how is that still country?
Because they're white. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So like you're
Okay, yes. Also, other than
With the Southern accent.
time is race.
It's
that
race.
determines genre, bro. Because hyperpop is nigga shit just sped up, and it's not like niggas don't make hyperpop, bro. It's not.
Niggas definitely. There are lots of rappers are making hyperpop.
Yes,
like,
bro. Because like,
oh man, we
I'm
fucked up.
so what I'm trying to figure out, how is hyperpop different from sped up soul?
white people do it. 100 gex, nigga.
So when
That's
you ask
how-
the question,
that's the
when you
difference.
ask the question of, do you need a country accent to do country? That's not the question.
Do you need a banging beat for it to be considered a rap song? Because look at fucking. Have you heard Beck? That nigga was rapping. He's just a fucking
Beck was rapping.
dork, bro.
Yeah,
so,
Beck
like,
was
nobody's like put this shit on the number one rap.
Crazy
He had the
musician,
number one
bro,
rap
yeah.
song in the country. Nigga, Loser was the
Damn.
number one rap song in the country, bro.
I'm just saying,
it's
man.
Just was not
Just
rap.
like the line of
You know
demarcation.
why? Because he's not urban. Like rap has
Yeah.
an understated undertone urban, and that's why Tyler ass is like in this purgatory. Can't top either chart because he's not quite like either one
Right.
overtly. He rap like
He would be
got
pop.
that famous line: 2 black for the white kids, 2 white for the black kids.
Yeah.
But this nigga been rapping the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
He been rapping the whole motherfucking time, bro. It's just like you don't have like the academy is still informed by these racial undertones, bro. Beyonce be rapping like a motherfucker. Like that bitch be like
Rapping.
like
Yeah.
some. Unique, what's the joint?
Yeah.
She rapping on that joint. She like ape shit. Like Migos wrote that shit. Though it's just a little what type of you put on it?
I seen
what
Quavo
accent?
with Lana Del Rey.
Is
Of
that a
course.
country
On a
song?
song.
Is that a country song? Is that a country song?
I don't know because there's also
that a country-
bluegrass.
It'll be It's all
There's-
see, and that's my
And
as
bluegrass is like hyper
like-
pop.
I
for
think it's
country.
like
It is. Thank you.
Because house is
hyperpop
not country,
It's
bro.
like folky, like country music.
and folk is still
But
just
country is
folk
folky,
is-
bro. Like
Yeah.
folk. It all comes from the banjo, and the
it's
banjo
just
and
how much of an
Africa.
accent
Oh,
do you
yeah, we
have
got the
on your
banjo
chant, bro? Like how much of an accent do you have on your like?
But they be putting that shit on there too though to make
Bro, I've seen a tweet that it was like, do British people, I wonder how they feel when they go home and they don't gotta put on that.
yeah, I've seen that shit.
Okay, because how is Rick Grimes British, nigga? From fucking Walking Dead?
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
crazy.
no, I don't know.
They do
Be
a good. They can do a good American accent.
Bruh, Idris Elba, bruh.
Yeah, that shit's
This
crazy.
nigga, bruh, come on now.
I don't know.
Come on now. It's just like, what icing is you putting on the cake? It's the same
Yeah.
shit.
I feel that.
Like, he be like, the boy ain't dead. You gotta believe me. Like, I know he's out there. But he like talk like fucking Winston Churchill.
Yeah,
Nigga. Like,
Oh my god.
you gotta like it's the same shit, bro.
Do
It's
British
just-
people put on accents to sing? Because they don't sound British when they sing.
They don't. I think it's because
Where's
the way
British
that they
Columbia?
stretch.
Where's British Columbia?
In Canada, right?
Yeah. Well, that's because
Are they like us?
They are. No.
Who's the first
They're
Canadian
not like
rapper
us.
that comes to mind? How many accents quickly?
I can't think
you
of one,
name in a
actually.
minute? Like,
Can't think of
bro,
any Canadian
ever
rapper.
since our
Toronto accent. That shit's
Drum.
crazy.
Wait, no. Lil Yachty. He's from Canada. There you go.
No,
Lil
he's not.
Yachty's not from Canada.
Where he
Lil
from?
Yachty's
He's
not
from
from
Atlanta. That's right.
He's from Atlanta.
Who?
Tory Lanez.
Tory? No, I don't know that guy. Think me another dude. Another Canadian
Tory
guy.
I
Lanez.
promise
from
you,
Toronto.
Central C do not have to talk like that, bro.
Who's another Canadian?
that's
I don't know
what
no
I'm
Canadian
saying. Yeah,
rappers.
that's
That's crazy.
Homophobic. Like, bro, hella nigga. Gucci.
Gucci.
I've seen him turn this shit on and off. It's like sometimes
Gucci? You seen Gucci?
Have you heard the clone?
Gucci
it wasn't just how he looked.
Cloned. Yeah, like
Kanye West has different speaking voices.
Yeah.
I feel like
true.
race in itself subjects you to performative shit, right? It's just how balls deep in the shit is you. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
So do you think it's bad to change or add accents, or because for me, like I'm a lover of immersing myself in like the place that I am. So if I go to New York, like I don't have no fucking New York accent, but I will catch their lingo a little bit if I know that it's right for me to say certain things. Yeah. If I go to Atlanta, if I do that, and people are, a lot of places, they'll be like, oh, thanks for talking how we be talking here. So
you're giving an example of genuine nature, though. I feel like there are entities that employ shit like that for gain and not because that's how they actually are. Like how easy it is to put on the black scent for like Aquafina, or like how Post Malone ain't made a nigga song in 20 years since he been on. Like, that nigga like,
got on and left.
Gotcha.
MGK.
I'm in. Like, what the fuck is Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, nigga?
That's that shit. That's exactly that shit.
You ain't seen that shit in forever. This nigga is not Marky Mark no more, bro. I don't think so.
And the Funky Bunch.
The Funky Bunch is crazy.
That's so white.
Do you produce music? Like you make beats?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I feel like the lower percentile of music I make is like not. I feel like I co-produce a lot. I would say I co-produce at least 60% of stuff I put out.
Okay.
That's cool.
And then I produce like.
Explain co-produce, because I feel like a lot of people who don't make music.
It's a term that people like me who don't know how to do the shit they want done justify and to get credit for being like, oh, do this.
Oh, cool. So like,
I mean, other times it's like, all right, let me touch that.
Composing.
Composing
is hard as fuck.
That's different. Legitimate. That's
different. No. Co-producing is the.
I had a vision for this.
Yeah, that comes from. But you know who? There's a reason why there's that title, because there was an executive at a very prominent record label who would just call himself a producer and then list other people as like drum techs and other shit.
Yes,
that nigga is a non-mentionable at the moment, but he started. Bad Boy is what he started. That's where he started.
Yeah, don't get me.
Let's not too much on the Quincy Jones erasure.
No.
Quincy Jones, he's a mother. Quincy Jones is a bad motherfucker, but he coined the term ass power. Funny enough, Quincy Jones.
Really?
Yes, the man who's after Tupac Booty coined the term ass power of like
ass power.
Yes, I'm gonna sit here and like say do this.
Yeah.
It's the power of working from your ass. No homo.
I mean,
but you know Quincy Jones. He was a trumpet player. You know, right?
That's what they called him back in the day.
No.
Oh, you mean like literally?
Hey yo, he was a literal trumpet player, and then he had a brain aneurysm.
Is that on?
The doctor told him if he played again, he's welling.
Sit on your ass.
On my mother.
He's welling.
I bet my mother life he welling, bro.
Hey man,
I can do a kickflip if he got brain aneurysm. I can do a kickflip. I just can't do it in these shoes.
All right, bet. I agree with you there.
Doctor said if I play it again, I'm gonna die.
He said you play again, you gonna die, man.
Please.
That's what he said.
Please.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I'm real good. Please.
That's how you got a job as
this is like back in the non-surveillance, like you super getting away with lies back then.
Oh yeah.
You can't have no double family now.
No, with no cat. Oh yeah.
Like rich.
Oh my god.
Y'all looking for this nigga. And now you on everybody's story. It wasn't no Instagram stories back then. Yes, I have two families. In two states? Are you crazy?
Yeah, that would be crazy. Like back then, like no.
Are you crazy?
You could do.
Baby, I'm gonna be in their life. No,
I mean,
chill for like a week. Not come again.
I gotta go.
No, back before the computers and all that fucking shit, they used to store documents and write things down like in jail and shit. So like if you look at even some of the mob stuff, motherfucker would literally go in and just doctor the shit. Oh yeah, he used to leave.
Yeah, bro.
Because it's on a piece of paper, bro.
They do it now. There's just footprints.
Yeah, like
what? what?
Nigga said you can't have no secret family now.
Like, if you can have a secret family,
you ain't got no Snapchat.
If a nigga have a secret family, then you could definitely be like, yeah, doctor definitely said. I cannot Trump it specifically. Like,
Can't play a game.
so every other instrument is cool. Yeah,
True.
We went back in time, killed Hitler, bro. That's like mid. Like, there's so many things to do, bro.
Yeah.
There'd be
Like,
so many things to
there's
do.
so many things to do before security. Like, bro, I have ops, bro. Like, nigga, I would have so much less ops back then.
Yeah,
bro.
Time before
nobody-
fingerprint.
Yeah.
Shit is new.
Yeah,
Shit,
right.
yeah.
Snickers
shit
just
would be
came
great.
out.
Yeah,
This
they
shit
didn't
going
even got.
right in your gas tank.
They don't
my
got
boy.
shiesty masks. They don't got none of that.
True.
Like,
They not even going to think to check your gas tank for what the fuck was in there when that shit exploded, nigga. Nerds? Willy Wonka? I'm killing you. You're so dead. I wish I did not say this, bro.
Sorry.
Because like,
Yeah, because if it could happen, they know who to look
because
for.
like, say I get around to actually, you know, then like, yeah, that nigga did say he was gonna put some bunch of crunch in that gas tank. Yeah, he did say that.
He did say
Because
that.
Diddy shit, like,
oh shit.
did he try to kill Wale, bro?
What?
I would have been
What?
the last nigga ever sample some go-go, man, had he did that.
Oh shit.
I'd have had the crown. It could all be so simple.
You're never gonna crack again.
But no.
No, don't give EU a time machine. That's
Oh
for
my
sure.
God.
Time machine, there is no Wale, bro.
They,
There is no
I mean,
way.
if it's big dog.
I mean, they did figure out how to. They did.
So we got to the answer. Wale is your Bronny.
Yes.
We got to it.
It's not Gold Link at all.
Not
It's
going.
Oh my god.
No,
don't.
yes.
Damn.
Distract them. Thank you,
No,
Wale.
I am low-key thinking about
Once
having
again,
Gold
Wale
Link.
is the fall guy.
Fucking. I definitely see what the fuck's up with Gold Link on the show. That'd be interesting.
You also have him on the show.
So you rap for 25 hours.
Oh yeah.
Tell
Nigga,
me
had
more.
that shit been in 1970, it'd be like 80 hours. Nigga.
That's true.
Like, yeah, legend has it, he's still rapping to this day. Nigga, please. Nigga,
Yo, I
please.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I was trying to kill myself. I feel like, I was like, if he dies, he dies.
He dies. He
If
dies.
he dies, he dies. But yo,
Yo, that was what, like 6-7 years ago?
Was
shit,
that
maybe 8.
who's
No,
the rap?
it was
who-
2017.
Yeah, 7 years.
Who is the
7
rapper who
years.
had the record for that? He's not.
Bro, I didn't break his record.
You
to
didn't
be-
break his
to
record.
be bigging up him right now. I did break his record, but I didn't do that to be like,
Hey, remember this nigga?
I'm here to put the nigga away. I'm not, don't Google his ass.
Oh yeah,
It's ungoogleable.
I've destroyed my
Doctor
competition.
said, doctor said if you Google him, I'm gonna die. Yeah.
I don't even want to mention it.
Yeah, Chitty Bang and Murs.
Chitty Bang, there we go.
And Murs.
Ah,
Karat.
Philly.
Bro, I can't.
Yo,
I hope
Philly.
they're looking up. They're dead to me. I hope they're looking up. Say no, like
damn, that was an era. That's probably like
it
2012 type
was
shit.
the era.
huh?
It was my time now.
Yeah,
Say no.
that's 2012 type shit. Yeah.
Oh
around
yeah.
that
I
time.
don't know when Murs did it. I know Chitty Bang did it. Like
Well, after Chitty Bang did that, like the day after, some German rapper or something,
Oh, good.
or was already doing the same thing and instantly said, "Nah, I beat your ass."
so I wasn't
Got your
able to go
ass.
back in time and kill Hitler, but
And that German.
Got
got
that
one
German
German out the way.
Yeah, boom.
One German.
So, how do you get into music? Honestly, I should have asked that first,
You
but
just
like,
go buy a mic, dude.
yeah, but like, what was?
You're one of the Best Buy dudes?
Yes and no. But like, was there something
know
that
what?
inspired you, or something that pissed you off, or just a need to make art and express that over like the airwaves, or
Yeah, it's like, you know how a lot of rappers are failed athletes? Everybody just wants the validation and attention their parents didn't give them. So I think neglect is a very good, like, fuck it. Like, why are we doing this even, you know? Like, you trying to make somebody proud, or you're trying to get something that you didn't get. So yeah, the actual answer is like, you know, I just love music and shit, whatever. that plus nature and nurture. You know, I want to be something. I want to be something in a world that doesn't really want young black boys.
Come on, chill out. Here you go.
You know, and young black girls and black people to be something. But yeah, made up a superhero, made up the voice for him, and then just was off to the races.
Thanks for listening, y'all. If you get a chance to subscribe, like, download, and follow, we really appreciate it. You can find us on Instagram at the Re-Up, ODCAST. You can also find us on Patreon for exclusive content. New episodes every other Thursday. Thanks for your trust. Appreciate y'all.